What's up, YouTube? Welcome back. Zan, we're in the garage again. We're working on the ZX-10R engine. This is a 2009. It was blown up. If you guys haven't watched the rest of the series, find it down below. There's a bunch of episodes. What we've done so far is a lot of engine work, and today we're back here. We've got our head gasket right here, and we've got our head. And we're going to make these two meet up. Basically, all this has to do is flip over and be put on. Right? Sounds simple. It won't be. Why won't it be, Zan? Because I got to fish this guy through, and I got to make sure it fits through there without breaking anything, and I got to line everything up. And, of course, knowing me, I'll do something wrong twice before I learn. We're going to be okay. We've gotten a lot of the hardware off of this head because A, it falls out when you put it upside down to clean it, and B, because some of it had to be removed and replaced or would fall out anyways. So I've got, that's cool. I guess that's for the, I'll take that out too. That doesn't have to be in there yet. So we've cleaned a lot of this out, and there's a lot more cleaning to go. I'm going to have to get down in there with a toothbrush or something and clean some of that out as well as we go for where the what do they call it, spark plugs go. But let's take a look at something I got. Wow, really long Q-tips. Some cotton swabby thingies down here. Oh yeah, that's gonna do it. Voila, perfect. Get the grit off. Gonna need more than one. So as we're going, we're cleaning more oil and things as we go. We're following the manual. Should I go out over here on my my computer? There's still stuff down in there. Let's see if we can just break it up a little bit with the stick end. There you go. Now maybe we can pick it up with the cotton ball end. Oh, much nicer, much nicer, much nicer. Okay, there's that. Voila, it's looking good. We're getting there. We're getting there. Just gonna keep cleaning. Okay, clean enough. Let's fit this on here. Let's grab the chain. Let's get that hose out of the way first. Chain. Forget how we did this before. Okay, we got to get rid of this hose off the back. It's getting in the way of everything I'm trying to do while lining other things. And I was trying to take as little off the engine as possible when we started this project so that we had less to try to figure out at the end. But we have routing diagrams. We have the full manual. We're going to be okay. So the problem I'm running into right now is the top of the cam chain tensioner system is wide at one end and narrow at the other. And I'm trying to get it to fit in here without pinching or breaking, and I'm pinching every chance I get. There we go. Okay, we're almost in position. All ready for that. Get the other one in there. Okay, okay. There we go. Give it a little twist. Okay, are we on the pins? We are close to on the pins. We are close over here. Let us grab at least one bolt. And I know there's a torque sequence and everything we have to do, but I do not want this head falling off of this. And I do not want this falling down in there. So The cam chain is in my... Oh, there's my good stuff. Darn it. I didn't know it was in that box, but I'm upset. Okay, cam chain. We're not going to lose that. Okay, chance of it falling down there, slim to none. Perfect. Okay, let's make sure we're not pinching anywhere. We're not. Love it. Oh, that slid right on. And that side is almost slid right on. So let's grab the... let's put some stuff away as we go. Because we need a bigger workspace. Let's grab the Gentle Persuader. There's still a beer here. Somebody forgot to finish their beer. And I don't drink somewhere else, so... whatever that was. Okay, the head is on. Replace the cylinder head gasket with a new one. All right, you two, we have the head on. Take that dowel pin out. And we are going to install the dowel pin. Replace cylinder head gasket, did that. Apply it to both sides of cylinder head bolt washers from threads and threads of head bolts. Okay, we're going to use a lot of assembly lube right here, but we're going to do it right. We're going to install this bracket so that B is towards the front. I believe it goes on this side. It's definitely not that side. Goes on this side. Okay. And what else we got here? A torque spec that we start with in the middle. We move our way around. Oh, there is still a washer there and there. So I got two washers. Let's lay out my bolts. Let's get everything in order before we start going. We're going to clean some of this stuff as we go, so we're going to need some cleaner rags and stuff as we go. Ding, ding, ding. Make a nice wind chime. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 are in there already. Let's drop 2 bolts in the 9 and 10s. Let's grab another rag. Wipe you down just because whatever. Let's try to get the bolt out or the washer out. Can't do it. Let's grab my picks that we left over near the 250. 250, how we doing? Parts are on the way for the 250 if you're worried. You're not. It's magnetic of some sort. I wonder what that's for. Interesting. Little pressure sensor maybe, sending unit, cam position sensor. Oh, sensor. There's a piece of something in here. So you got a piece of rubber. Don't need that in the top end of the engine. There we go, perfect. Okay, now we got to find the assembly lube, which should be right there. Perfect. Perfect. And it says apply this stuff to both sides of the washer and then to the threads of the bolts. Sure. I'll just coat myself in it while I'm at it. Actually, might be the easiest way is to literally coat myself in it. Okay, that should do enough. We'll put in one here. Then we're going to work our way around following this bolt pattern for 2 through 10. Then we're going to start snugging stuff up. But for you guys, we'll do it in fast motion so you don't have to watch it. Watch all of it. Alright, YouTube, next step is I got these valve caps, I'm going to call them. Sure, sounds good, like a good term for me. Put these on here. We've got little magnets in each one, so you're going to make sure the magnet's in there. And these usually just, depending on where they are, slide pretty much into place, a little wiggle. Like I said, usually. This one's obviously going to give me crap because I'm telling you it's easy. We'll come through and wipe all these down again, but I dropped some oil, just a touch of oil on this, the assembly lube on this, so it's just ever so damp. I'll wipe everything I can off it though and just make sure we're a little lubricated. And then we have to find 2 bolts. We got to find these 2 bolts over here. They are, I don't know if they gave me a new bolts, used bolts first. They give me a first torque and a final torque, and they're actually not torqued that bad. So we're gonna find these bolts where I hid them myself. This actually might be one of them. Or one of those in there might be one of them, or are they right? They're not in there. Okay, thought maybe they'd be in the old engine. Guess not. They're here somewhere. We'll find them. We'll get them in there. We got a whole box of bolts or extra bolts and stuff over there that we still need to put in this bike. Could be some of those. We'll get the measurements. Still haven't found out where these 2 washers came from. Rubbery kind of washers. I'm thinking valve cover, but I'm not 100% sure yet. Valve cover's over here. And I'm guessing... Nope. Guessing we don't have it. Oh, wait. Hold on. Wait. Is this another one? There's another one here. I'm thinking that those go on the valve cover. Yeah, those look good. I'm guessing those go with the valve cover, so I'm going to put those back over in the box until I can find a better use for them. At least keep them with where I think they should be. Sounds smart to me. I know the XS650's valve cover has gaskets like that, so do what we can. Make sure we don't have any hidden bolts anywhere. I've got 3 left, 2 caps I can see, so we may 3 caps I can see. Oop, and I knocked one of the magnets off center in this one. There we go. So when I told you guys the bolt pattern before, I didn't realize that that was upside down. So it's actually, let me get this right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alrighty, Rudy. Upon further investigation, using Partzilla here to verify what bolt to bolt, I need a 6 by a 30 socket bolt, which are these two, which I must have thought were for something else, because why would they be any different than every other bolt that's up here? Right, wrong. We're going to do this the right way. Yes, these are part of the system. We are going to take this 5mm and just spin them in just a bit. We're just going to get them just so that they're just barely not touching. That way when I start torquing the rest of the head, these will be almost in position. The rest of the bolts in the hand are 12mm, so remember I'm taking them off. And before we torque those down, we just got to get them hand tight, which shouldn't be that difficult because we have tools for this. And one, and extension, and little wrench is probably still over with this bike. Nope, but other things are, and they're still covered in stuff because I didn't clean up well. So start slowly bringing stuff back to the toolbox, dropping it off. Maybe it's just buried right here. Oh, it is buried. Oh, I found it. And we're gonna keep whittling away little by little. Now, if we go back to the manual, we gotta tighten everything down in a specific fashion. So I'm just gonna start with one over here and get it started. I don't know why I have that. I just want to get it down until basically I can't turn it by hand. Should be enough to start with. Okay, 2, 3, 4. I gotta see if we have new of these gaskets too. I think this is just part of the valve cover gasket system, but I don't think we have new gaskets for that. Five, 6, 7, 8. Yep. Now I pulled this bolt out of the side of the engine, which I'm pretty sure holds the. Yep, it's got to hold that cam shaft tensioner, or the cam shaft tensioner in place against the edge wall here. So that's there. So now I'll be able to drop the cam in after I get these tightened down. Should be good to go. Let's go to our 2 little bolts over here. Get those a little bit snugged up. Okay. Now we're going to start tightening. The first torque for these is 20 Newton meters, and we're going to use our little inch pounder, the little guy, because it's going to fit on everything we need. I think. Unlock it first. And I think it's going to fall short of where we need to go. Darn it. We're going to have to use 2 different ones. We're going to start with this one. Start back here with 1. And we're going to go around and do all of them in the same manner at 15 foot-pounds or 20 Newton meters. Okay, now I've got those all torqued down to 15 foot-pounds. This torque wrench is basically outlived its usefulness. This one hasn't even started yet. So now we're going to use final of 42 foot-pounds. 42, okay. Let's grab, where's my 12? It's missing. 9, 10, 11, 12, this must be over there. Grab an extension. $12mm. And now we repeat the process. We go back to 1, which is on the intake side right there. And we begin to torque, but we can't. The socket is too wide. It will not fit down in there. And this is the problem I knew I was going to show up having at some point. And I know we'll still raise a problem later on in this. So we're going to take the impact socket, because I know that will reach for most of these. We're going to do as much as we can right now. $42, and I may need to employ the assistance of someone else to hold this engine. It is spinning on me. Okay, now we get to the not fun part. The not fun part for me is this guy down here. I don't know if this socket has enough reach because of this. I think this one's in the same boat. Yep, and this, that I'm gonna need enough torque. So what I'm gonna have to do, and I don't like doing this, but desperate times call for desperate measures, or not having the right tool 100% calls for measures I don't like to take. So I'm going to reduce and pray that this adapter doesn't give out, which it shouldn't. And it didn't, thank God. And that was it. Something just popped. Now let us see what just popped. Because if it was the casings, we're screwed. If it was this bolt head, we're screwed. If it's the bolt itself, we're screwed. Either way, right now, I feel like we're screwed. Hopefully the threads didn't rip out. And hopefully it is just a crap bolt that I can get out of here. But I'm having bad feelings about this whole thing. Like there's half a bolt still in this engine casing. And now I'm panicking because as a panic mechanic, I hate when shit like this happens, especially the last bolt of it. Well, this looks fine. It backed out nicely. But before I go, hey, we're good. Let's try to retighten that. Let's hope that maybe the washer wasn't set properly. And let's get past all these receipts. Here we go. Let's get out this little toy. The threads all look to be in there. Used a little scope here. Checked it out. Looking at the bolt, I don't see metal on the bolt, so we're going to resend it slowly. Very slowly this time. Very, very slowly. We're going to get it back to 15 inch-pounds. Foot-pounds. Whatever pounds. Freaking out pounds. We're going to get back to 15 foot-pounds after we give it a hand tight and see if we can get the hold hand tight. If not, we're gonna have to look at what we can do with this. Nope, we fucked. Zen, what happened? Well, now that I tried to restart this, we have threads coming out. Oh, well, that's shit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to buy a tap kit, and I'm going to take this head off, and I'm going to tap back down in that hole and try to fix those threads, what's left of them, before any more damage can be done. Unless all the damage is done that's possibly done, then we're screwed. And I owe my buddy a cylinder head, apparently. So hopefully, fingers crossed, this gets fixed. I'll let you guys know where we get with this. And hopefully we're good. Hopefully. If not, I think I got to double check with my guys. I might be able to tap it, drill it, and put a helical repair in there, which would be oversize the hole, tap it, put the helix in, and do it. But we'll work on our options. I'll get back to you. We're gonna go take a break though, because that's not how I want to end this day. Okay, we're back with the ZX-10R head. Last time we stripped this bolt, was able to remove it. The threads came out. They're actually in the Subaru, because I went up to our dealers and I've started messing with it. What I did already is I drilled it out to the required, and we're going to helicoil it. There we go, for a 10.25. We've got our helicoil loaded. and I have to tap it now. So I've got the tap they gave me, which is for the outside of those threads. We have to gently get it in there so that it starts. There it goes. There you go, it's biting. Okay. Back it. I've dripped some oil down here already, but might get some more in a minute. Zan, where'd you learn to tap bolts and stuff? My dad showed me at one point, and then I did a bunch of it while I was at in school. Actually, went to school for architecture, and took a class in situated technology. We built a lot of stuff dealing with computers, computer programming systems, and one of my projects I built a bunch of things out of metal. Learned how to tap really well there. I'm actually gonna get some more oil for this. I don't like it's biting a lot. And I want it to go smoother. Oh, threads are looking good though. It's not too warm though, so that's good. But yeah, so it came with the right adapter you needed for it, which is always nice. It's just gonna use some. I don't think I have any cutting oil. Actually, what we should use is just some WD, I think. Wherever I put it. How's my dance? Oh, WD dance. Okay. I'm going forward and backing up, going forward, backing up, go forward, back it up, and that helps clean the threads, keep everything nice and easy to work with here. Let's see how deep we went on this thing. Clean off this tap, see if we get some of the gunk out. Oh, we definitely are getting some gunk out. Let's clean it off. Okay, so now we're going to insert this into the engine block. And it's in. I already started inserting it before I turned the camera on. But we inserted it, and now we have nice fresh threads, which looks great. And to test, we are going to see if this will bolt right in, which it freaking does. Look at that. Okay, so, the only thing I have left to do is I have to break there's a little tang at the bottom of this thing. I think it's called a tang. They called it. Come here, helicoil. So the helicoil goes in like this. It's got this little tang at the bottom with a little break point there, and you have to break that off by using a punch. That's what their instructions say. Tang removal, use punch or rod, diameter of that, put it in there and hit it. So I should have some punches next to the beef jerky in here. Put it right there and give it a. There you go, the tang broke off. Now the problem is it's down in there and we have to get it out, but we'll get to that problem. And I used a rubber mallet, I know. Dealer called me to talk about the Ninja 250 problem I'm having. I've called them and asked them a couple questions. They're confused as well. They don't understand that everything they tell me to do, I've done already. So we're going to have to work on that a little harder ourselves. It's a neat tool. This is actually super helpful. I've never done helicoils before, but that looks nice. Let me just make sure I did everything correctly. Yep. I did a 1/4 plus turn below the top surface so that it's nice and flush. We're good to go. So now we'll be able to get this bolt in there. And nothing should, and we should be able to torque it down now. Should be able to. That's gonna be another day. I got other stuff I gotta do tonight. This was like my whole garage project. Oh, I've got got my air compressor. No, I don't. I've got what I have for an air compressor, which is this can of air. And there goes the tang. I just saw it shoot out. I already done this a couple times to get all the fragments of metal out of there. Then yeah, there's the it's actually right there. So the tang came out, so we're all clear to go. Now we have to do is reassemble the head, and that'll be another part of the same video, but it'll be a different day for you guys. So through the power of editing, we'll be back. All right, I've got the head back on. We've drilled and tapped that. I've got all these things hand tight. Let's go around this whole thing, torque down this head. Sorry, I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I don't have the right tool for 11, 12 right now. I want to get a different tool, but we'll do what we have to do for this. Okay, so everything but 11 and 12 is torqued down. They're over here. They're these Allen keys. Or these hex bits. And let me show you what we're working with. The reason I'm not going to use it. I have this guy here. And it's very rounded. Like at this end, there's a, I don't know if you guys can tell, but like there's a whole area. And this doesn't go in very well into the head of it. It's like the head's either short or this thing is worn out. I don't think it's worn out because I'm pretty sure that's the way I got it. But if I go over here to the bit, you know, it sits in there, but it's not really tight. It wiggles a bunch, and it says 5mm. It says blah blah blah. And if I grab my other 5mm and sit it in there, like there's so much less place. So I think this is just a little inferior, or maybe it just wore down over the years. But it's like when I start to torque this, it starts to almost like look like it's going to spin and twist in there. So I don't want to use this. I want to go buy a better tool than this to do it. But because it's on the outside of the engine, I'm not super worried about it, as I've tightened them down very well by hand. I think we'll be okay. So I think we can move on to the next steps in the next video. Because right now I think we're set. I think I've spent this video. So yeah, we got the head on. We broke some parts. We got to do a little cleaning in here. There's some debris in here. Just little, I don't know, flakes of gasket maybe? I don't know. We'll clean that up. Then we got to look at what it takes to get the head gasket or the valve cover gasket on here. The cams in, the timing. There's some of the bolts in here. There's valve covers. All this stuff has to be taken care of, and everything's still in the box over here. Cam, valve covers, all the little components that go with it. And then we have to, oh wow, there's still dirt on top of this. We got to clean this valve cover off. It's pretty dirty still. We'll go give it a deep clean. But there's still like rocks and stuff that sat on top of this because the engine's buried in there. You can't really get to it. So I don't want that in the engine or on top of this as we go. So I'm going to clean all this up and get everything torqued down to spec. I'm going to figure out where this goes. Uh-oh. figure that out. It's in there somewhere. Yeah, we're gonna keep going. So I've been Zan. This has been a ZX-10R engine, breaking stuff, fixing stuff. You know, if you guys have any questions, let me know down below. If not, we're gonna keep working. That's it, everybody.